Alright, Shalom. I want to start by giving all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Kwakadash. Double honor to my apostles and elders Grand Millstone. And shalom to you brothers out there pushing truth in the name of Ba'ashim Yahushai. Right teaching, right doctrine. And shalom to you sisters also who's trying to endure. Okay. This is our brother Yashama from Brisbane, Australia. Back here again with another lesson. Alright. And this lesson right here is concerning on how Esau is making things tighter and tighter, man. All right, worldwide. Okay, Esau is really coming in, and the way he's coming in, he's using his what's the word? He's using his witchcraft movements. Okay, he's using witchcraft to make his movements. He's deceiving people. He got all these things already prescribed, being brought up, and then when you look at it, all these restrictions going on, all these lockdowns, curfews, okay, and for you to move, for you to travel, it's really a way for these devils to to usher in the mark of the beast, okay, which is the Arafat chip, all right. It's the way they're trying to do it, okay. So, and then with these vaccines too, it's gonna be the first thing they're gonna try to use to cut down our freedom, okay, and to cut down you people's freedom, really, because our freedom is our freedom is being cut off, for a long time, all right. Okay, ever since we came in this truth, that was our freedom being taken away. You know what I mean? Because we gave up that freedom, we gave up that that great life we're living, that evil life we're living. I wouldn't say a great life, because we were living in darkness. Okay, we didn't know why we were living. Okay, we didn't know our purpose, but now we know our purpose. All right, okay, and our purpose is that we believe through Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. All right, and by faith that we're chosen. Okay, we were chosen to come out and do this work. Okay, and do the work that we did in the former days. Okay, all right, through faith though, okay. But anyway, so I'm play this little video, see if it plays. If you're not, I'm gonna just read the article, and this right here, just listen to it.
From 6 p.m. tonight, anyone wanting to come to Victoria will need to apply for a permit. The Services Victoria website will be the place to go. You can get a permit, and it will be based on the colour code, that is to say the virus status of where you've been, the virus status of where you're coming from. Very simple, very easy, and what that will mean is that we can provide clarity to people who are wanting to travel here, and we can also make sure that we're as consistent as possible when it comes to those areas where you would be issued a permit, a green zone or an orange zone, and of course those that you would not be getting a permit from are being a red zone. There are substantial fines, a new penalty just under $5,000 if you turn up here without a permit, or if you turn up here and you should not be here if you've not bothered to apply for one, or if you were rejected and then turned up, then you face that $5,000 fine. That is significant because we don't want a situation where people are not playing their part. Everybody has to play a part in this.
Right, so you hear that, right? So hey, see, things are getting hard, man. Esau is tightening up the grip, man. Okay, worldwide too. This is not just over here in Australia. Okay, it's worldwide. Okay, Elder Manatazar, all right, Bishop Elder Manatazar just did a video I was watching on what's going on over there in the land of Israel. It's really the same thing going on over here, but the only thing is here they don't have police out there, going crazy. But they'll give you a fine though. If you enter into another state, without permanent, or coming from these zones you just mentioned, they're gonna give you a big ass fine, and if you're trying to fight it, hey, they can throw you in jail, man. Okay, throw you in a watch house for a couple of days in quarantine, and after quarantine, watch house. You see, but see, all these things right here is gonna lead into people being thrown in prison. Okay, you know, because hey, people are gonna be rebellious about this thing and get the fine, and then not pay the fine and just pay a fine by $20 a week, $20 a month. Because you can always come say I can't afford to pay it for these, so let me pay $10, $5, $20. And no one Aussies, man, they do shit like that. They don't give shit about fines, all right? Because that shit doesn't affect your credit over here in Australia, So eventually they're gonna tie it up and make it what, and make it make it where, like, if you don't obey these laws they're bringing out, you're gonna be thrown in prison. Okay. But here, I'm gonna read through this here real quick. It says here, particularly everyone who wants to travel to Victoria from interstates needs to apply for a permanent. Okay, Premier Daniel Andrews described the new process as a common sense traffic light system. You see, now they're using this color red, yellow, and green. All right. So if your area is being marked as green, you're good. So it means you don't have any cases going on in your area, so you can travel. All right, and you get that permanent easily. And then if it's orange, it's like if it's yellow, it's a 50-50. It depends on how your test results goes and where you came from, on who you've been around. Then if it's red, it means, hey, if you come from that red area, it means you can't even get that permanent, so you fucked. Okay, it don't matter if you have a job in that area. Okay, it's like it don't matter if you have a job in another state. If your area is red, that's it. You see, but you see the restrictions they're bringing in right now. So in a minute, man, you're gonna be seeing, area getting infected. It's gonna be red. Like they show you in the movies, man. All the areas were affected. I can't remember the name of the movie, but on the map, the whole map went red, showing that that area was affected, that everybody in that area was affected. Oh, that's where the infection was at. They had the high rate of infection going on in that area where it was marked red. So now they're using these colors, man. All right, and let me read a quick preset right here. No, hold up. I'm going to read these two precepts real quick. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 10, verse 1. It says, woe unto them that decree unrighteousness decrees, and that right grievousnesses which they have prescribed. Right, so these devils, man, all these things they're using here, all these this new common sense traffic light system, this right here, it was already prepared for this thing, for these days, man. Okay, because now when you go on, when you check them out, of this virus, you go on the map, guess what? You're going to see in our map area where it's being marked as red, green, and yellow. You see? Eventually, guess what? Some states is going to be marked all red. It means, hey, that state is locked up. Nobody can come in, nobody can get out of it. You see? And then another thing is I paid attention to is they're saying the vaccine is not even 100% going to stop this virus. You see that? So these vaccines they're making, man, I don't think, me speaking as a man, I don't think they're really going to go ahead and fully make it mandatory with the vaccine. If they're saying it can't stop the virus, so what's going to be used next is going to be what? The RFID chip, the mark of the beast, is what they're going to say. This is the way to stop this whole thing, okay? So they know what they're doing, man. All right, let me get this quick precept right here in the book of Revelation chapter 13. Real quick, this is the book of Revelation chapter 13 and verse 13. And he doth great wonders, so that he make fire come down from heaven and on earth in the sight of man. And this is the beast, all right? Okay, which is the beast is what? The NATO EU, NATO EU, all right, of America, sitting on top of it, okay? And it deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image to the beast, which have wounded, which had the wound by the sword and did live. And that was what? That was Roman Empire. Okay, but now that Roman Empire was what? It was healed during the after the Dark Age, the Renaissance, that's when the Roman Empire or the beast came again alive. All right. You see, that's when that beast came, and that beast is still living right now. That beast is right here. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Okay. But the point is, so if you don't worship if you don't worship the beast, you're gonna be killed or take that number, man. Okay, it's like and take the mark of the beast, all right, which is the alpha chip. You're gonna be what? You're gonna be destroyed. You're gonna be killed by the devil. But see, we ain't not afraid of that. Okay, if we die for the truth's sake of not taking that, it's all right. Okay, so but let me get to the point is, was verse 14. It says he deceived them that do will on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast. Okay, so and what is that miracles is gonna use? The miracle is all these scientists are doing out there, doing the research, doing all these things, which they already got these things planned out, man. It's like I read in the book of Isaiah. All this shit's been planned out. Eventually, when the vaccine can't do nothing, as they're saying, guess what? The next thing is going to be the RFI chip, and they're going to say this is the only thing that can heal you, and it's going to deceive people by miracles. It's going to be doing miracles, man. Okay, all right. That's how he's going to come in and use it and get people to take that mark of the beast. Okay, and that's the only way they're going to say it's going to take away this virus. You just watch, man, because they're saying the vaccines, it's like they said the vaccine can't do it. Vaccines cannot take away, cannot stop this virus. You see? This is the book of Daniel chapter 8, verse 24. Okay, and this happened during this time of year of Antiochus, okay, Epiphany, I believe, if that's his name, if that's how you say his name, right? So this is the book of Daniel chapter 8, verse 24. And his power shall be mighty, but not by his own power. And he shall destroy wonderfully, and it shall prosper. In practice, it shall destroy the mighty and the holy people. And through his policy also he shall cause crafty to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many. And he shall also stand against the prince of the princes, but he shall be brought down without an hand. Okay, so by peace, man. All right, it's like, and he shall cause crafty to prosper in his hand. Right. Okay, all his craftiness is using his this mark of the beast. Okay, over healing people, over taking this virus, he's gonna do it. Okay, and it says, by peace he shall destroy many. Right, so by him trying to cause peace of taking away this biological warfare weapon he created in the lab, which is this virus right here. Okay, he's gonna destroy many, because once you take the vaccine, you don't know what the fuck is gonna happen to you, and once you take the mark of the beast, you already know what your Habashim Shah is gonna do to you. And so many of our people, they're gonna be destroyed, man, by this devil deceiving them. Okay. So I'm gonna read on this article. It says here, common sense traffic light system that will make easier to understand the rules based on the way you are. You see, here's how the payment system works. What's new? Under this new system, everyone across Australia, Barbados residents need to apply for a payment via Service Victoria. So if you want to go to Victoria, and I believe any other states are gonna start doing that. Any states that don't have any cases, they're gonna be doing that. You see, they're gonna shut down their borders to these other states who got shit going on. All right. As you can see here, I might just jump down here. It says, but previously, only people traveling from Greater Brisbane or New South Wales need to apply for valid permanent or exemption before traveling. People coming from other states, they need permanent to enter Victoria unless they were transiting through a red zone. So where I am right now, this is a red zone. Okay, let's say if I had a job interstate, over in Victoria, I would be allowed to go over there until this whole thing is being cooled down. You see, Victoria residents and interstate travelers will now face a $4,957 fine if they enter the state without a valid permit. You see that shit, man? That's how this shit, is becoming. All right. It says, all now I'm gonna go down. It says here, how does the traffic light system work? All regions of Australia will now be declared green, orange, or red based on a COVID 19 risk in the area. The different zones that determine what restrictions will apply for travelers coming from the area. No, no, I don't want to read the whole thing. I'm gonna jump down to see if you're coming from a red zone. If you have visited a red zone in the past 14 days, you will not be allowed to enter Victoria over an exception or exemption. You will be turned away if you try and enter the land border without one. You see, orange zone. You can apply for permanent. You will need to take you need to take the test. You need to take a test within 72 hours after arriving in Victoria and quarantine until you get your result. You see, it's fucked up. They're making everything harder, man. You see, green zone. You can apply for permanent, no isolation or testing rules apply, but you should watch out for symptoms. So they're making shit tough, man. It's getting tough and tough. Okay, but yeah, let me go into the book of Isaiah real quick. This is the book of Isaiah chapter 10 and verse 1 says, again, I'm going to read it again. Woe unto them that decree unrighteousness decrees, and them that write grievances which they have prescribed. And who's doing this? Starting with the rich family, the bankers, they're doing by sending messages to their puppets, the state prime ministers, it's like the premier, the country's leaders. They're doing by doing these things right here. They're already prescribed, man. Verse 2, to turn aside the needy from judgment, and to take away the right from the poor and of my people, that widows might be their prey, that they might rob the fatherless. You see, and that's what they're doing, taking away your right, and it's gonna get harder and harder, and your right is gonna be taken away in any second. And you people, man, you being warned. Just have your fucking mouth wide open, thinking everything's gonna be okay. Having all these plans planned out, man. Hey, how about Yahshua's gonna destroy you niggas, man? You niggas ain't ready for this, man. Okay, and that's what Yahshuа is doing. He's making his moves by using these devils to go ahead and do what they're doing. Then eventually, such as the book of the second Esdras is gonna come in full effect in a minute. I'm about get a few precepts on it and close up the lesson. I didn't want this lesson to be long. All right, this is the book of Isaiah chapter 32 and verse 5. It says, the devout person shall be no more called liberal, and the chosen to be bountiful. See, and who's that devout person? That's the devil right there. That's E right there, man. Shall no more liberal, man. Shall be no more called liberal. All right, because this devil is taking your rights away. This devil is making everything difficult for you. You see? But you wait though. Once the vaccine comes in, all you niggas out there say, I'm not, man, you gonna take that shit. Because, it's gonna get tough for you. Your job is gonna be threatening you, firing you. The government is gonna be threatening you, taking your income away, your little help you get. And you niggas gonna have nothing left. All right? And you're gonna just give it in. Okay? In verse 6 says, "He devout person we speak villainy, and in his heart we work iniquity." You see, to practice hypocrisy and to utter error against Yahweh Yahshua, to make it empty the soul of the hungry, and he will cause the drink of the thirsty to fail. You see, that's what this devil is doing, man. He's just being the wicked he is. Okay, and he's just coming in. As it says in the book of Revelation chapter 12, right? He's gonna come with a great wrath, because he knows that he have a short time, you see, and that's what he's really coming with, man. He's coming like that because he knows he have a short time, so he's trying to hurry up and bring in all these restrictions, all these hardcore restrictions, towards you people, man, especially you are over our people. Verse 7, the instruments also of the church, all these weaknesses, all these signs, all these vaccine, all these laws, the instruments also of the church are evil. He devises wicked devices to destroy the poor with lying words, you see. even when the needy speak. It's like even when the needy speaketh right, right, man. So hey, man, good, to you, 2/3 of our people, man. Good luck with this, man. Okay, because this devil, hey, he got you, people. He got you so good, man. He got you where he wants you to. He wants you people to be at. All right, and this is what he wanted for you people to comply and follow this goddamn, shit he got going. Verse 8, but the liberal devises liberal things, and by liberal things shall he stand. Let me see. All right, and that's no issue. That's and that's what we do, man. Okay, it's not we have about Shim Yashar, man. But the liberal, right? Let me read this in another translation here in NLT. But generous people plan to do what is generous, and they stand firm in their generosity, and that's one thing this devil will never do, all right? And who's doing this right here? If you really think about it, we're doing that, man, by giving you warning about all these things that this devil is about to do, man. Okay, we're giving you warning with but the liberal, divisive liberal things, and by liberal things he shall stand, and we stand about what we say. Because we give you nothing but the truth, man. We don't come and turn around and try to set you up to do to be to be destroyed. Nah, that's what this devil is doing, though. Okay, we the liberal people, man. All right, the devil and liberal normal, man. Let me see if I can get the definition of word liberal. Let me see. Liberal. A noble. It says here. Let me see into the road. It says here, to volunteer, to offer free will of offerings, and what are we really doing here, man? We have given ourselves up, sacrifice our body to give you this truth, man. Okay, to give you this truth, and we ain't charging you nothing. Okay, we're doing out of our own free will, man. But we're ordained to do such a thing, just like Yahushua was ordained to come and do what he did, and we were doing the same thing Yahushua he would do if Yahushua was here today. Okay, which he did during his time. He did a liberal thing, man. Okay, and he stood by that liberal thing he did. Okay, right. So going to book of 2 Corinthians 2:11, which we always read the scripture, man. And to you people out there, man, who's saying we study bringing out same scriptures, what the fuck are we supposed to bring out, man? What else is out there to bring out? How to build a community, how to build this thing to a family, how to get women, nah, man. When Yahweh Shah spoke, he repeated himself, and that's what we're doing. We're speaking his words, So if you get tired of that what we say, just move on, man. Go somewhere else. Go to them dudes who got that, who study doing different lessons every day. Not even giving a warning. Go to them, okay? Just go to them. Like Apostle Haas said, GMS, man. Hey, we must sound like a broken record, but hey, that's a spirit. Okay, that's the spirit of the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. All right, and if you don't like it, just move on. Okay, 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11. Let Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. You see, so we can't be ignorant of all these evil plans that this devil is trying to plan. All right, with all these zones, red zone, orange zone, green zone. In a minute, you're gonna see it, man. They showed you in the movies. Red doesn't mean good. All right. Eventually, you're going to be seeing on the world map, seeing countries that affected or be fucking zone or red zone, man. You're gonna see that in a minute, man. Because I don't think this traffic system they're using over here is going to be just used over here in Australia. Because worldwide, everybody follow that traffic light: red, orange, and green. You see. So red means stop, yellow means it's caution, be caution, and green means go. All right. Let me see, Revelation. Revelation chapter 2, verse 10 says, "Fear none of these things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye might be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. But be thou faithful unto death, and I'll give thee a crown of life." So, you brothers out there, man, hey, be ready for such thing as the scriptures just say. Be ready for that. All right, be ready, man, because we know, what who they're really gonna come after, man. Okay, the man of Yahweh Shim Yashai. All right, that's who on whom they're trying to get their hands on. All right, first. Okay, let's go into the book of Apocrypha, Second Ezra, real quick. Hit the points and be down. Okay, Second Ezra chapter 15 and verse 14. It says, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and the destruction drove nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and the swords in their hands." And we might see this happening this week over there in Babylon. It's like next week over there in Babylon. Okay, civil unrest. Okay, race war, all that, man. We might see that this shit happen, pop off in a minute. Okay. Verse 16, "For there shall be sedition among men, invading one another, but they shall not regard their kings, nor princes, your presidents, your prime minister, okay, whatever is ruling your country. You're not going to regard what they say, and the cost of their actions shall stand in their power, man. Okay, that's, whatever you do is going to be the citizens' power. Okay, a man should desire to go into a city. That's the point I want you to get to. A man should desire to go into a city and shall not be able. See, a man should desire to go into a city and shall not be able to, man, because of the pride. The city shall be troubled, and the house shall be destroyed, and man shall be afraid. All right, and this right here is what we're coming into, man. Eventually, when you see that red zone, you're not gonna be able to see your family, wherever your family is at. Okay, you're not gonna be able to. It's just gonna be like that, man. Okay. Let's see, so this devil right here, hey, remember, man, this ain't gonna just happen over here in Australia or UK. Eventually, it's gonna reach out over there in Babylon, America. Okay. And last scripture, Luke chapter 19, verse 43 says here, "For the day shall come upon thee that thy enemies," this happened in 7 AD, but guess what? There's nothing new under the sun. When you go into this red zone, orange zone, gray zone, this is what they're trying to do, man. "For the day shall come upon thee that thine enemy shall cast a trench about thee, and shall compass thee around, and keep thee in on every side." And that's what this devil is trying to do right now. Eventually, when this gets over there in Babylon, it's gonna be worse, man. Because brothers, man, live in different states, different suburbs, some rich area gonna be green, and the ghetto's gonna be all red. Okay, and they say in that area happen to be, those ghetto, it's all Israelites in those areas. Okay, so so it's gonna be worse, man. All right, this devil is coming. He's coming with a great wrath, man. Okay. So, beware of these things, man. Okay. So, hey, y'all, I'm going to start from here. Lord willing, this lesson was edified to brothers out there. And again, hey, Kahalayam to Yahweh Bash. It's like Kahalayam Yahweh Bashim Yashab Bashim Kakadash. Forgive me in the spirit to do this lesson. And again, have honor to my pastors and elders, Grand Millstone. And shalom to the elect.